What's up, beautiful people? How you all doing? Cosmic Carry here, checking in after, what is it? I don't know how many months, but it's been a while. It's been a long time, my friends, and I understand it's been a long time, and I mean, I do miss it. I miss it so much. I mean, I miss the game. I miss the community. I don't know what else to say. I miss being part of all of that, and I do 100% still play the game, and but it's not what it was before due to the lack of maps. I hate sounding like a broken record and all of that, um, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I mean, 6.0, what is like 6 months ago now? No, not 6 months ago, like what, 5 months ago it came out. So it's, it's here to stay. Duh. But it wouldn't be so bad if we didn't have the maps, so many maps missing. I think that's like the big major thing. I play the game still every day, um, and I didn't play it for a while there, for about a month or so. I think it was January, February, about a couple of months, something along those lines. And so I've been back on playing for quite a while, but it's it's tough playing the game. I don't know what else to say. It's tough playing the game, and it's mainly down to the lack of maps. We've had an influx of brand new players, and they honestly, Prokhorovka is a great example of where we're at right now. And because every single time you get Prokhorovka, and I've seen people complain on Twitter about Prokhorovka. How can you complain about the proc? And the map doesn't work when the players don't utilize it properly. And I cannot remember the last time I played on the proc and my team utilized the map properly. It's a wonderful, glorious map. It used to be 10 times better. Used to be able to farm, like crazy. But these days it's just like, oh, you just sigh every time you get it, because you know what's going to happen. You know too many are going to the hill, or too little are going to hill. Too many are going to be in the back, or too little are going to, the players used to behave more so, back in the day. I sound so boring. I do, and I think it's just there's been such a huge influx of, because Wargaming have been very successful in bringing in these new players. With the rebranding of the game, with the themes, WrestleMania and Hot Wheels and all that jazz, and Rambo and etc. etc. But they've come in, and it's like the new norm is just like, it's sort of become like, I don't know, like mediocre gameplay. It's just like you just want to get the win and that's it. And yeah, it's just but the lack of maps, and I'm not talking about, I don't know, I miss Erlenberg. I do miss Erlenberg. I miss how unbalanced Fjords was. Westfield, I miss Westfield. What else? I'm kind of looking here. South Coast, I do miss South Coast. A lot of these games, the maps, they're not that great, but I miss it. I miss playing on these maps. I miss going, oh, I miss these maps. I cannot tell you how much I miss these maps. Alamein, I did enjoy it, here and there. Dragon Ridge, I did, when it first came out, it was terrible, but I do, playing these maps, I know exactly where I need to go, and I know exactly what I need to do. I can't tell you how much I miss playing these maps, and, Live Oaks, I truly miss playing these maps. I just again, I sound like a broken record. I miss playing these maps. I want them back. I genuinely want them back. You know, the game is not the game without them. And the decision to remove or so many maps, it's hurt us. It really has hurt us. You know, because we love this game. You know, me personally, I love this game. I don't love it at the moment, but Karelia. I mean, Karelia isn't what it was, you know, when I got 10k damage. But yeah, you know, in for the past like 5, 6, whatever, 7 years, World of Tanks has been the constant in my life. You know, I would have a crap day, and I would still be able to come home and play World of Tanks. It was like the second home, my second home. And the fact that, you know, it's just the home has just been completely reorganized, and a whole bunch of rooms have been taken out and replaced with something else. You know, it just doesn't feel like home anymore. I'm not talking about, you know, the interface, the menus, the heads up, the display, and, you know, I can live with all of that. You know, eventually all the little bugs and glitches will be fixed. But if you're listening, Wargaming, please don't do this ever again. Well, you haven't fixed it yet, so honestly, sincerely, please don't do this ever again. You know, you haven't. I get it, you've gotten all these, you know, brand new players, and that's fantastic. But please don't do this ever again. And please bring the maps back with great haste, you know. I mean, lately I've been suffering a lot in my personal life. I did actually, I don't really want to discuss this. I did actually lose my job, and I have to find a new job. I'm actually starting that today, and so that's all cool. But, you know, my mates were there, you know, for me. You know, my sons were there for me, you know, during this kind of time of need. And then once, you know, they did their thing, I kind of like, okay, now I want to play video games, and it's like, oh, World of Tanks, you know. So I miss playing the game and enjoying it. That's what I miss. I miss playing the game and not getting, I don't know what map, and saying, oh, not this map again, you know. I miss being part of the community, you know, and the community is wonderful. Every single time I pop my head up on Highlander's stream, just for a few minutes, you know, and he gifted me a tank, and you know, because of who I am, because there's so much love for me, and there's so much love to give back, honestly, and you know, I miss being part of the community, and I miss making vids. I do miss it 100%, but I don't know if I have enough content to make vids, you know, because the gameplay is kind of mediocre, because my enthusiasm for the game right now is kind of mediocre. There's just a lot of grinding for silver at the moment, you know, and I was looking at my garage. I was like, you know, I remember how I used to do a garage review, and I would have a story for each and every tank, and now the garage is just full of premium tanks that Wargaming have given to us for free, so that they, you know, they don't have a story. But like, yeah, like every single tank had like a story. So you know, I think I'll be good once the maps return, you know. And if they're not returning, but instead there's new maps returning, and they're larger, I pray that I'm gonna, you know, enjoy it. That I'm gonna like it. I genuinely do. You know, one great thing that has kind of come out of all of this, you know, when I did stop playing it, I think in January, I did discover World of Warships, and I have been enjoying that. I'm up to almost to the top tier on the battleship line for the Bismarck, and I haven't spent a single penny. You know, no premium time, no nothing. So that's been kind of cool. But it's not World of Tanks. You know, it's still a great game. It's still a fantastic game, and I did try out a whole bunch of other games, but you know, World of Tanks is just, it's kind of, yeah, it's permanently attached to my heart, and I'll be here till the end, I guess. So, but yeah. So yeah, I was gonna make this vid kind of like yesterday, but I was kind of, I was very down and stuff. So I said, no, don't make it. I still think I sound a bit down, and yeah, but you know, and when you're down, you reach out to your friends, your family. That's what I've been doing, and like I said, the instant I reach out to the community, I just get all this love back at me. You know, the instant I go on, you know, Twitch or Twitter or yeah. So anyhow, I would very much like to play in a platoon. If anybody wants to play with me, I think this is important for me. You know, I really do, because I think it'll help me out with the game, liking it more. If anybody wants to play with me, feel free to message me. You know, I'm guessing this vid will only get like a couple of hundred views, etc, etc, etc. Please don't message me, you know, if you're 15 or something, and no offense to you, you know, because I did play with a teenager when I initially started, Owen. I played with him for a couple of years, you know, we got along great. But if you know me and you know my sense of humor, and you know if we're gonna get along and all that jazz, and understand, I'm not the greatest player, you know. I'm not the greatest player. That needs to be said. I am a great player. I'm a good player. I'm decent. I can hold my own. But I'm not a fantastic, amazing player. I know some of my vids showcase me going batshit crazy. Oh my god, look at this guy. But those are like, you know, 1 in every 50 games, so to speak. For the most part, you know, I do enjoy just grinding silver. I do enjoy just grinding a line. Of course I want to win games and all of that jazz. So anyhow, did I sound a bit down? I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, it's important to talk to people and all of that jazz, and yeah. And I have a huge community out there that I'm kind of was a part of, so, you know, re-establishing contact, I guess, sort of. This is what this vid is. I haven't got a clue. We're rambling way too much. I'll shut up now. I love you all, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.